All right, recording attempt number 2 for the YouTube's uncut Warhammer Day preview. Audio works. You can hear Salty on the other side.
Warhammer Day.
All right. It was way too
Too
early.
early in the morning.
We're catching this on replay.
That's right.
I tried to open up social media when I woke up this morning, and all I got were like spoilers. So I closed that shit up now, and now we'll be doing the video.
True first react.
Yeah. All right. So I'm at 1626 on this VOD right now.
I mean, yeah, 1626.
All right,
I mean, nothing is exploded, so there's no we're gonna show Fulgrim, but not for 40K.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see any hate in my social
It's
media
that
when
level
I
of
opened it up.
yeah.
Which honestly, it's good. I don't need that level of hate.
I'm not expecting much from this preview.
I'm expecting. Well, I mean,
I think everything.
Right, spoilers
mostly
aside,
everything has already been. Yeah.
I think we have a rough idea of most things.
I should have watched what Valrak
No, I
predictions
didn't.
were. But...
I avoided Valrak on purpose. Their Valrak is getting to the point where it's not predictions so much as it is spoilers. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, I'm riding on the we're gonna redo Space Wolves.
Really?
For you Space Wolves people, yeah.
Space Wolves?
I think Space Wolves gonna get a line overhaul.
Like
Plus,
Primaris size Thunderwolf Cav.
Probably. I doubt the Wolfen are gonna get changed.
The Wolfen are a bigger scale.
Yeah.
Like the Wolfen are actually the size of Primaris already, so I don't think that one's gonna get changed.
I don't think that's gonna get changed.
I will say Thunderwolves, like, you can tell they're dated as shit though.
They're dated. Yeah.
I just painted a bunch of Thunderwolves, and yeah, they are old. You can tell. And some of their old characters are very old, like you know.
Probably some of their characters are gonna get overhauled into Primaris.
Yeah.
Or not. Like I guess like Logard doesn't have to because he's in Terminator armor, right?
He is. His sled is also like big and chunky.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need to get done. But like some of the other ones, like Canis or like Ajax.
Yeah, they could redo Ajax because he's in Terminator armor. Like they wouldn't have to make him Primaris to just make him bigger.
Right. Also that that Wolf Priest Chaplain dude that they've got, like they could redo him. Yeah, that's the thing. The Space Wolves have, I think, the most characters.
Yeah, the most characters.
And I think they've only done Ragnar.
Right.
Which Ragnar is nice. Like they
could redo some of the Dreadnought, I guess.
Oh yeah, they could do Murderfang and like upgrade him. That would be nice.
Upgrade him to like a Brutalis style.
Yeah, dude, if there was a Brutalis, honestly, I will say, because this video hasn't gone up yet, the only Space Wolf model, because I played a pure Space Wolf line list against some Tyranids, the only model that carried its weight was Murderfang, because 8 strength 14 lightning claw attacks on a dreadnought is a thing. But other than that, like, it was pretty sad. But yeah, no, I would actually like that. That would be cool. But yes.
Yeah.
All right. Predictions aside. Other than that, I think it's gonna be a lot of stuff that we already knew was coming.
A lot of stuff we already know is coming.
All right. Hit me with a countdown.
We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Okay, he's waving his hand.
And welcome to the live Warhammer Day preview online. My name's Lewis.
Yeah,
I'm joined by Eddie.
Gabber on here on
We've got some
intros.
They're gonna do the GW thing
today. But first, before we get into that, Eddie, what is Warhammer Day?
Well, okay, I don't need to know what Warhammer Day is. God.
Day is a celebration we have every year just to celebrate.
Actually, did they announce what the Warhammer Day model was?
Something about what's going on in Warhammer to kind of be the theme of it. And this year we're celebrating 40 years.
Oh, it's 40 years of Warhammer. I forgot.
It's 40 years of 40K? No, 40 years of Warhammer.
40 years of Warhammer.
Came out into the world. We've been playing with dice and miniatures and painting up our armies for 40 years. So a great theme for a celebration.
I know the
this year for Warhammer Day, we are also having a live preview.
In-store one is the
some of the cool, exciting releases we've got coming
Sternguard veteran.
Oh, nice.
So happy
That's cool.
Warhammer Day to you,
A very happy Warhammer Day to you as well.
Have you got any Warhammer Day themed plans going on today? Are you baking a Warhammer Day?
A little trash that you can't just buy the
going to,
Warhammer
now
Day
that you
models in the
mention it,
past.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
I was planning
GW.
on sitting here for about an hour or so with you
amazing
and
preview,
talking about some cool new stuff that was coming out. That was the main gist of my day.
Yeah, of course. And a happy
Yourself, are you
I've
celebrating
got,
anyway?
Man, they're gonna ramble, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean they gotta fill some time. Fill some time here.
What about you guys?
How long
home
are you
as
guys
well?
gonna
Do
fill
let us know,
time?
if you're doing any Warhammer Day themed things, are
Until
you,
like 20.
playing some games today?
God, are they really?
Well, the next like 3 minutes.
So the next 3 minutes they're gonna ramble.
Do let us know.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
and
We'll
where
just
you're joining us
run
from
this
as well.
live.
Oh, yeah, they're
The
asking
world
people where they're
obviously
joining them
is,
from.
Where you're
Yeah.
joining us from.
You gotta
in
do
the
I
that.
can look at the
Yeah.
I can look at the chat.
Yeah, talk to the chat.
That's
You
one,
know, talk to
one
the
of my
chat.
favorite things about these previews is
Yeah,
whenever
yeah,
we have to
mine
go
too.
on the
That's
That's
website
also
to check in
Vegas
as
people
well,
last time.
we get hundreds of thousands.
Oh, that's true because they ran it at LVO,
It was
right?
flying past with places.
So
no, the last one
Japan,
was at
Australia, New Zealand. It's amazing. Netherlands,
Crap.
Texas.
whatever.
Was it
Germany,
one of the?
Adepticon?
Exotic
Oh, it was
Nottingham.
Adepticon. You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
it was
Adepticon.
Adepticon, yeah.
Well, thank you ever so much
Which
for,
was a
for all
decent
of you
time
who
for
are joining
us.
in wherever
Right.
you are in the world. It's a pleasure to have you. A special thank you for those of you who are staying up very late or waking up
No.
very early. I think I
Or
saw
watching you on
some,
the VOD. That's right.
California's fly by.
Oh.
I think it is very early in the
But-
morning for that half of
It
the
is.
United States. At the moment.
So, Eddie, what have we got in store today? What
Okay,
are
here we
taking
go.
a look at?
Here's stuff.
Sure. So what we tried to do for this Warhammer Day is give you a little bit of quite a few different systems. So obviously we've got some Warhammer 40,000.
I am glad they didn't split
as
this
well
up
as some
into
Kill
2
Team.
days of
And we've
videos,
got
though.
some
I
Warhammer
hate when they
This
do
is
that.
different than
Big
Warhammer
two
Fest,
settings, we've
right?
got some
This
cool
Yeah.
is
stuff
different.
on the way.
Okay.
We can talk to you about that. And then I think
Warhammer
we're
Fest
very
is
excited
usually
to-
their
to show
big
today is
big
a
one.
few
Yeah, that's a
more
multi-day one. So yeah, they usually
Yeah.
split their
lots of people have been
their
very
like
excited
thing of
about,
like 3 days
the
of
return
previews.
to the world that was, the old world, the kind of land that started it all, which was the setting of the original Warhammer 40 years ago today. So
Only
swords
Russians
and
care about old world.
sorcery and
I mean,
dragons
Russians
and
care a lot
all
about
that
old
good
world,
stuff
though.
and,
I'll say that.
big units
Like
smashed
they
into
lived
each
that
other,
old world
which is
life.
where I
People
started
LARPing
playing
that old world. I'm like, damn.
not 40 years ago, I wasn't born yet, but
It's also not just myself and Eddie here today as well.
Oh, you
We've
guys
got
are still
Notley
talking.
moderating in the chat for
Oh,
us,
what the
keeping
hell?
you all in line, making sure
All right.
you're all
They gotta
staying
do- they gotta
safe,
do
and,
streamer
we're
thing,
joined in
gotta-
the
This-
studio
this-
by our
yeah,
wonderful
the-
producer,
You shout out all your
I mean,
people not on stream.
that's the thing, though,
He's
right?
really
Like when you
cool.
have an
Like,
audience,
sitting
you can
here
do
without-
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we don't
You
get
gotta
to
you gotta
see
acknowledge
most of
everybody
the
so they
people
feel
joining today.
they feel cared about.
So without further ado,
Yes, we get stuck
Oh,
in.
here we
shall
go.
we get into it?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Necrons.
It is the Necrons. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. Who is it? I didn't see who it was. Who is this? Who is that?
That's just a Necron dude.
No, that's a character.
Oh, the Storm.
That's
the Storm
Imhotep.
Lord.
Imhotep.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
just the Necron book.
Imhotep is the cover. Is the cover character.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's a new model for Imhotep. I'll give it that.
Oh, yes. So the seasoned strategist, the mighty Necron overlord.
It looks pretty
Imhotep,
similar to the old
Storm
one.
Lord.
Yeah, like the old one.
Some
Yeah.
of you
Yeah.
might remember the classic and long-serving.
It's a
Resident
nicer
Chiefs
version
now
of the
available in
model, though. I'll give it
plastics,
that.
Yeah.
Because BJ has
and
this
refresh
model.
this.
It
Imhotep's
is
had
nicer
the
than the old
Black
one.
Templars.
I think that's the
Yeah,
same
he's
pose
got
that the
beef
old
with
one has,
a lot
though.
of people, so,
Yeah,
as you say,
well,
this
it's
is
like exactly the same.
a new
Yeah.
plastic version of a classic character reborn. He has fought against most of the races of the galaxy. He's
Those
one of the
fingers
very
look
first
spindly. That's
Necron,
some like
overlords,
Malifaux,
one of
like
the very
thin,
first,
spindly
pharaohs
fingers
to
there.
kind of wake up from the long
Yeah, it's
slumber of the
GW
Necrons,
plastic.
the eons
It
asleep,
is.
where they ready to retake the galaxy. And because he was kind of first awake, he decided to kind of claim quite a lot of the
that how it
Necron
works?
Empire for himself. So he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm up
Yeah.
first.
At least when you're a
I'm in
Necron,
charge
is how
here."
it works.
So some of the early battles the Imperium had against the Necrons, things like Sanctuary 101.
I am curious how they're
the
gonna
very
do
first
the
contact
detachments for
battles
the
they had against them. This guy
Necrons.
was the mastermind behind some of those battles. Since then,
Is this
he
the only thing coming for
specifically had,
Necrons?
fights against the
Probably.
Black
It's
Templars,
the
as you
Codex
say,
and one
he's squared off
character.
against
I don't
Hellboy
think they
a
need
couple
new
of
models.
times.
They just had their whole
Those
range
fights have gone
refresh
both
last
ways, but,
edition.
particular
Or 2
evidence
editions
between
ago?
those two.
No, last
But
edition.
his
It was last
main
edition.
rival really is the Silent King himself, who's the kind of self-proclaimed ruler of the Necrons. So Imhotep woke up
Man,
first. He thought maybe he'd be able
Necron
to
dudes
kind
are
of
just like
secure his
assholes.
grip
They're
on
all
the
just
Necron Empire.
assholes.
I think they
Like,
are.
He
That's
was returned.
that's their
I'm
literal
the
lore.
boss.
That's their literal lore. Is they're the assholes of the
Absolutely
galaxy,
Yeah.
and the old ones literally had to put them in their place because they're that big of
They're actually not
douchebags.
fans of each other.
Cool. And what are some of these weapon loadouts here that
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so
Shout out to
Imhotep is a
Alpha
solid
Busa's
all-round
classic
character, so
videos, but
he's pretty good at
his
control.
flashback
He's
of the
got a
Necron
hefty
lore
war
is
side
pretty
there.
amazing.
He's also got a gauntlet of fire, basically, so he's got a kind of inbuilt heavy flamer in his hand.
shooting flames out of his hand?
He has a flamer in his
He's
hand.
also a
Yeah.
very
That
good
seems-
strategist as well, so he gives you a few extra kind of command points for including him. So yeah, he's a very good all-round leader for your army. So if you're looking for someone, maybe not quite the level of the Silent King, but you want like a really solid all-round commander who can go toe-to-toe with things like Space Marine captains and Chaos Lords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's a solid pitch for leader of the army.
And a
codex.
new codex as
All
well
right,
for
all right.
the new edition.
I mean,
Yeah,
everyone knew
absolutely.
this was
So
happening.
We knew the Necrons were on their
Yeah.
way. We can confirm that they are the next codex on the way for Warhammer 40,000, which is very cool. So
Maybe I'll try and
if
convince
you've got
BJ
the
that he
Tyranid
needs to get
Codex
this
or the
model,
Spaceman Codex,
so that I can paint it for
which is
free.
kind of landing people's hands at the moment. You get a sense of the kind of the sort of thing this is going to bring. So lots of new rules for your Necrons. There's
Pretty much
loads of
just
Crusade
everyone's
content
asking
in
if he
there
was
as
the
well,
only
so
new
if you're
model.
particularly enjoying
Yeah,
the
yeah.
narrative. You can lean into
I'm
that.
gonna
Everybody wants
assume.
classic treason.
But whoa, how? Okay, that's an honest question. How have they not redone Trazyn? Trazyn is like the most beloved of the Necron characters.
You can have your
Like legit.
for like
He's Trazyn, he doesn't fight
massive
anybody.
phalanxes of troops, which is the same kind of way.
I
that
mean,
play uses
Trazyn's
the
amazing.
Necron
Trazyn's lore is
You've
the
also
best
got
lore.
things like Necron armies that lean heavily
Trazyn
into
ain't about fighting
lots
people.
or that use lots of teleporting around the battlefield, or use lots of things like flayed ones and destroyers and stuff like that. So if there's a particular
Ooh.
type of Necron army that you like to play, there's probably a way to lean into that.
Yeah.
And
Stratagems. here
yeah,
as
so
well,
this
yeah.
is
You can
this is
reset
one
up.
of the legions,
Yep,
which is
yep.
the Hypercrypt Legion. So
For
Hypercrypt
2
Legion
CP?
basically
2 CP
specialises
though.
in
That's
movement
same as
by, moving around the battlefield using eldritch technology to teleport
IG.
units and reposition them. and have extra
Destroyed. Oh
movement.
yeah, it's
And this is one of their
the
strategies,
recursion
which is
one.
Basically, you can have a Necron unit out in the middle of the battlefield, and once it's been targeted in either combat or with shooting, it can basically teleport itself away. So you can
Oh.
use there's some
It's
really
within 6 but not
good
engagement
strategies,
range
there's lots of
though.
very
You
cutting
can
edge
jank
Oh.
people
put
real
them on
close with
objective
this
or
one.
push them very far forward, and then
Oh, I see. You get to
once your enemy's
reposition them.
committed
Yeah.
to
It's not a
firing at them with
recurrent.
multiple
No, it is a
shots, you can
recur.
kind of pull them out of position.
An
and
army that has
reposition
had
them
one
on
or
the
more
enemy
of its
units
models destroyed. It could be
in the
more.
wrong
Could be
places,
all.
basically. So
Cool.
this is a Necron,
Right?
a type of way of playing.
Oh no,
Necron
it's set
that
it back up.
No,
It is a
you have to set it
reposition.
back up.
shenanigans
Oh,
to
okay.
battlefield
It's a
to
reposition.
bring
I thought it was a
movement
recursion
into
one.
this, which is good fun.
Nice.
2 CP for that. That's
This
pretty
might
costly
be my
for 2.
favorite
Yeah.
way of playing Necrons as well, which is there's an Annihilation Legion, which is basically
4+ you get to fight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Necrons have been asleep for millions of years.
free,
and over
though.
that time,
It-
the circuitry inside them
oh.
has started
It's an
to
enhancement.
fray.
Oh, it's an
They didn't have
enhancement,
much
that's why.
soul
Yeah.
left, basically, when they had the biotransference into Necrons.
Is it just the
Lots of
model
them have
only?
become basically a bit
No, in the
insane
Bears unit.
Model.
over the
Oh,
millions of
okay.
years.
It is a
And that
unit.
manifests in
Unit,
various
yeah.
So you can
ways.
convert it to
Some
some
of them
jank
become
things, though.
Destroyers, which are like the guys
Yeah.
you can see on the screen there, where they replace bits of their arms and legs and things with technology to make them better at killing. Some of them that manifest.
not
with things
bad.
like the Flayer
Yeah, it's not
curse,
too
bad.
Where they
Yeah.
think that they are living creatures and try and like take the.
I mean, if
skin
you're
of,
sneaky about it, you could like
other,
detach from
living
units and like
creatures
go
and
attach to
drape
something else and
themselves in that,
double the
and you
effect
could
up.
represent a force that's
Because
basically
they said
lost
this is
itself
from
to
the
madness.
recursion detachment.
One
It
of the
uses
things you
the
can do
will
is
be
give
back
everyone
detachment.
enhancements
I
to
gotcha.
upgrades.
So
This
there's
is one of the
probably a
enhancements
ton
you
of
can
like
Oh my god.
return.
to just
Necrons are
even
already kind of
scarier
like
than they already
offensively good at
Yeah.
doing the will be back thing.
Worth saying as well, the Stormlord is one
Oh.
of the new models. That's on the way
Oh,
for the Necrons. It's
one
not the only
of.
one, but is the one we're showing today. So if you like your Necrons,
Oh, there
they-
is
they
more
did
than
pretty well
one.
out of the
There
last
is more,
edition of
yeah.
Warhammer.
Uh-huh.
New stuff, but they haven't
They're not
released
showing
details
everything
yet.
yet.
A few more things on the
Jank.
Okay. Right. Interesting.
Janky.
Just janky. Come on, GW.
Janky.
That was good. So
You gotta
shall we
leave
move on to
models
something
to show
next?
for the
Yeah.
week of the release.
Makes sense. Makes
Admech.
sense. Yeah, Admech is the other one we knew was coming. Alright,
What is this?
what's Admech? I haven't seen
Fucking
anything about this.
Still, dude. Is this a hero?
What is this? A Sinister Sentinel? What is this model?
Is this a Skitari hero?
This is something that no one has asked for. I don't know what that is still.
Oh, plus the new codex.
Sidonian Scatros there, the sneaky stilt sniper. So there's a couple of weapon options here, Eddie. What are these
Huh.
that we've got?
What
Yeah, so
is
this
this
is a
model?
brand new unit for the Adeptus Mechanicus. We haven't seen this guy.
I don't know
before.
what I think about
He
this.
is
It's so weird.
That looks so
kind of
weird.
Adeptus Mechanicus sniper, effectively.
okay.
So he fits in with a lot of the aesthetic we've seen of lots of the other things in the
Got a
Adeptus
snap.
Mechanicus army, which is you're on these irradiated.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna break the
Probably
shit
don't
out of that
really
model.
walk
Like,
around
who are you
certain
kidding,
It's all
GW?
like, man, he's got
also
Coroni
wants
level
to
leg,
This kind of- it's a
leg to
really
torso
right?
ratio.
miniature.
Yeah.
It's
What
very,
is this
very-
model?
It's very 40k, right? It's
Yeah.
really unusual. You can sort of imagine it kind of on game.
Admech does have like the most like out there
the way
designs, I
this guy
think.
works, in lore is that he'll kind of find his spot.
Maybe
and
a
then
lot
he'll
of people
perch
are,
and
like,
make
not a
measurements,
fan.
right? And kind of
Yeah, no, I mean, it just
pick
looks.
out key targets
Honestly,
and
Admech is
them
just
out.
for Admech players.
And there's a couple of,
Everyone wants
options
Legion
as to how you wanna
Cybernetica.
take this guy out. So you can
I
either
mean,
give him,
yes, that's what
anti-character
I would like
weapons,
to.
so you traditional kind of.
Always
sniper
has
role where you,
precision.
kit him out with
Okay, I
medium
also realized that
shield,
we've been
which
playing
is
Precision
brilliant
wrong.
to lots of,
Precision doesn't
dodge
trigger
players.
on
But
critical
you can
hits.
also kit him out
Precision is
with
just an
a,
active ability.
transuranic arquebus, which is anti.
Oh.
Yeah, I learned this
really useful
the other
ripping
day
off
when
the
I
last
got
couple of wounds
some
of
precision to
enemy
my
vehicles,
face.
that
But
sort of
yeah,
thing.
precision is
He's-
always on,
in
so you
game
just
terms,
hit
he's
the
actually a really
things
useful
that you
little character 'cause
declare.
he's got the lone operative
I don't have
ability,
anything with precision,
similar
so-
Yeah, I
to
mean I have a
the
lot of
Mimic
precision. I've just been using it wrong the whole time.
but for less points. than
Also,
one of
never
those, you
really,
have a few
nothing
heroes
really
in your
ever
army kind of,
affects
sniping around
I guess
the battlefield, hitting characters.
precision with my
but also quite
Templars would be
useful
good, but I
kind of
can't
holding
really
on
get
to
it.
objectives,
Yeah, well with the
comfort zone, very difficult
the
to
Space Marine
push you off
sniper
and
guys.
get a unit
Yeah,
running,
you're supposed to
and take them
only
out.
shoot the
Yeah.
characters.
But yeah,
That's why
I
they're
think
super
a
powerful.
really fun, very character.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this makes a lot more sense.
Like, it doesn't really affect my- I guess you could- Well, you can shoot them anyways, because if I attach the Spirit Seers, I guess.
No, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you snipe out Spirit Seers
Yeah.
or like other or like sister characters. You can snipe out the guys giving the buffs or whatever.
So yeah, it's a very cool little model.
Yeah, and a new codex as well.
Absolutely, comes alongside the new Adeptus Mechanicus Codex. So this comes along with the Necron book. Again, very similar format to the way that the Space Marine and the Tyranids
Yeah.
codexes work. In that, what you've got in here is loads of Crusade rules, which, if you're the Adeptus Mechanicus, usually revolve around.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's the
acquiring,
Crusade rules.
Ancient tech and kind of putting it into.
I'm gonna
getting
take a
hold of it
moment here to
ensure nobody else
bitch
can,
about
kind of securing all the
GW
knowledge that
locking
we can.
everything behind a
But
paywall
for everybody who
because
plays,
they didn't
regardless
do
of which
that
way
last
you play,
edition.
there are
A
brand
little
new
salty about that
detachments,
GW.
and much like we've seen with the other codexes,
Yeah, all the data
these
sheets are
lean
locked.
into a
Yeah,
specific way
it's a little
of
rude.
playing your,
It's a little
Adeptus
rude.
Kids
card.
already hunter cohort.
So one of them is called the Hunter cohort. So this is
They give
if
you
like
stealth.
your
Eh.
Skitari
Okay.
troops, which are your
I like how they're showing a
cyborg
detachment here, but
warriors,
not for the
basically. So part
Necrons.
human, but with
Rude.
their legs and arms replaced with biological.
They did.
With mechanical.
Oh, no, they didn't show the
Yeah.
detachment
And you
roll.
can play them as
They
a
showed an
hunter
enhancement.
cohort, which is like a stealth spec ops sort of feeling Adeptus Mechanicus force, where they're using lots of interference jamming to make them harder to hit at range.
Yeah. All right.
A good way to keep your infantry alive. At
Stealthy
range and kind
Admic.
of compete with the other kind of big hitting infantry of
That makes sense.
of the game. But there's loads of other ways to play them as well. So you've got things like you
2
can lean
CP per
very
plus
heavily
1
into
AP.
the kind of tech priest aspect and have
Once
lots
again,
of,
I'm sorry, Admic.
uh,
You
things that
2
have
units, I
top
guess.
Oh,
Mechanicus.
but
You can lean very heavily into having a Cybernetica cohort, which means all your Castellan robots and things like that.
These
all
have
your
Doesn't
model
make sense.
robotic units.
You can
also
only
benefit
target
also
that
from
unit,
the army
though.
special rules. So, in that way
And
that we've seen with
only
lots
if
of
it's
the
an
other
eligible
detachments, or
target.
if there's a thing about your army you
What?
particularly like, there's probably a way to lean
So you
into
can't
that
split
and
fire,
kind
I
of,
guess, is the only thing.
extrapolate
That's
that
weird,
Oh.
into
but
a theme
still,
for your
it's
force,
2 CP
which
for-
is good fun
well,
because
it's
this
2
is
units.
2 units,
Oh,
yeah, 2
okay.
units, get it. So like
Yeah.
basically 1 CP per unit.
And you can have some wildly different looking
For
army
plus
types.
1
If you go
CP,
all
yeah.
infantry,
Yeah.
very different
Yeah.
force than if you go lots of robots or lots
So the
of
hammer's a battle one.
I love that. I love that miniature.
It's a what?
Yeah,
It's
it's a
great.
really
Hammer
fun
the
model. It's a really
battle.
fun
Yeah,
model.
it looks like me in a pair of shorts.
I thi- I
What is
think,
the battle
um,
icon?
I think it's
Oh,
pretty
oh,
similar
oh,
to
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah,
one.
yeah. That's a battle
It's a little bit
stratagem.
Marmite.
That's a battle
So, yeah,
stratagem,
we've
so-
seen it.
Yeah.
Some people have definitely seen it and gone, "This is really weird."
Yeah.
And then that kind of
You only
either
get
turns
one
into,
of
"I
these
love it,"
guys?
or,
Yeah, it's
They're
it's a
elite
it's a
ones?
single
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
single
because
model
it's,
unit.
if you like the kind of absolutely wacky blank.
GW's gonna sell this to you for $50 right here. That's a $50 kit.
You can see this guy walking out of the pages of like
I hate you,
early
GW.
90s.
It's
or
not it's not
35.
35. I guarantee this is
Yeah,
not a
it's
really
$35
really
kit. This is a
really
$50
like
kit.
That's great.
And you can have a few of them in your army as well. So if you wanted to have 2 or 3, you can.
Yeah,
have a
GW
kind
wants you to
of
have 2 or
make
3.
it a very scary battlefield for enemy characters to be wandering around in.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's kind of like the Killer Morph,
There we go,
but
yeah,
for
stuff.
Admech.
Very
Well,
lovely.
we're not even close to done.
Not
Shall
as
we-
cool.
Shall we
No,
crack
It's
on?
not nearly
Yeah,
as
let's do
cool.
it.
No, I
Well,
agree.
it's like the sniper one.
Yeah, yeah. What
What's
is this?
Age of Sigmar. It's
Okay,
a dragon.
Sigmar has cooler models.
Ooh,
Dragon
another
models are
dragon, dude.
cool. Wait, is that an undead dragon?
No. It's a chaplain.
It is a chaplain. It's
Dude,
a chaplain on dragon.
dragon. That's a dragon hero at least. I don't think they have an actual.
Is this a Sigmar guy?
Yeah, it's the Age of Sigmar.
I mean, that's a really cool dragon. I guess this is to lead the
Really
all
cool
dragon
chaplain.
army. It's a really cool chaplain. Also,
don't- I
Dawnbringer.
don't-
Wait, is this a Stormcast expansion?
First Lord Relictor of Sigmar. That is an awesome miniature. I think possibly the best looking center.
I mean,
That's
honestly,
pretty
that's the
cool.
best looking chaplain. Like,
Yeah,
I would jack
that's
that
pretty
for a
cool.
chaplain.
I mean,
Yeah.
Dragons have been part of Warhammer for pretty much since its inception, really.
Yeah.
And I think that this is an
Man,
absolutely
they-
phenomenal.
Age of Sigmar has
set
such good
piece
models.
kit.
Dude, Age of
Just
Sigmar
saying.
has the best
It's a
models by
really
far.
cool
That's why.
There's obviously-
Yes, collecting
it's
Age
worth
of
the price
Sigmar
of
just for the
Stormcast.
models
It's
is
kind of
legit.
part of your force. You've got,
Like, how did they get this
like,
model? I'm just
Lord
saying.
Skeletons and
Jesus
Star
Christ.
Drakes
Yeah, honestly,
everyone,
and out of a
everyone's like, "That's
plastic kit.
chaplain."
Dude, this is a chaplain. You change that to you put that dude on a bike. I think his legs are in the right position.
Yeah.
You could put this dude on a bike,
Very first AOS box
and
set, right?
this would be a
Yeah,
badass
so,
chaplain.
Let's talk about the character in the lore a bit before we kind of dive
I don't know
who
into
this
the,
character is, so.
to the miniature, but the character in the lore, Ionis
I mean, it's
Cryptborn,
probably just
you
some
guys
brand
might
new
be familiar
person,
with
but-
as the Lord Relictor, who was battled alongside Vandist Hammerhand.
Okay,
in
they're
the
just
very
making up
first,
names and words now.
Warhammer Age of
Some-
Sigmar box set when the Stormcast
Oh.
first arrived in the realm of fire to kind of battle for the Brimstone
He's the-
Peninsula.
he's
What
the
he's been
guy
up
in
to
the-
time
is he
since
the guy in the
basically is
first box
he's
set?
been searching for a cure for the.
Oh, is that who this
reforging of the
is?
Stormcast.
Is it a
Warhammer
throwback to like
Wizard and
OG
looking for
first
more kind
like
of
edition
losing
AOS?
Yeah.
themselves of their identity of their humanity as they get.
Okay, that's
reforged.
kind of cool.
And he's been kind of wandering through the realms looking for a cure, and he hasn't found it basically. And as he was kind of searching for it, he has found a companion in the shape of this new dragon. So Lewis, I think you did some reading on him. Do you want to tell us a bit about what this dragon is?
Oh yeah, so Ionis found this dragon, met up with him.
People just
So
finding
he's,
dragons. Jesus.
Yeah,
sort
no,
of,
they're all over the
what's it
place in
said, like
AOS. You know, they're
Seraphon,
just
but
they're
he's
just
now sort of
chilling, hiding
prematurely
out.
aged after
Pretty soon it'll be Age of Dragons.
Too
That's
close to
gonna
the
bring
Age
back.
of Dragons.
So,
Yeah.
the Drake is sort of looking for the location of his race's.
Don't you have
underworld,
an all
lost
dragon
after
Yeah.
Sigma army?
Slumber, so
You should finish
but
that one.
also wants to learn how to free it from Nagash's grip.
I have an
s-
all dragon
to have sort of,
chaos army too.
You do have an
want
all
to
dragon
find a
chaos
way
army.
to
Dragons are
protect
cool.
their friends
There's
together.
one
We were
dragon,
supposed to
so-
right. We were supposed to fight the all Sigmar dragons
Right.
versus the all chaos
This guy's been
dragons.
living in the realm of death, basically.
Yeah.
So even though he's one of the newer born dragons, because we know that the Drake race was kind of almost wiped out, basically, and they were kind of protected by the Seraphon. Because he's been going through the realm of death, he has aged kind of in that time, basically. So you've got these two very kind of macabre versions of their factions heroes. You've got the Stormcast, who's probably the most gothic-looking Stormcast we've seen to date, right? So
Yeah,
we've seen a few Relictor-style characters before with a couple of skulls, but nobody who's quite gone all in on
Yeah, this is real
gothic.
He's
macabre.
all
gone
skull.
all in for
The
skulls,
skulls
right?
everywhere.
Skull for
Very,
skull
very
god.
Halloween-y.
Oh,
Yeah.
wrong guy.
And then the dragon is a much more kind of wizened, ancient-looking dragon than things like some of the Storm Drakes or the Star Drakes and things we've seen before. But I think a really, really awesome
model.
centerpiece.
Very,
And a
very
really
nice.
cool
Sigmar has
evolution
best
of character
models.
that we've seen,
No doubt about that.
at the start of the
Yeah,
Age of Sigmar as
definitely.
well. I think this is a phenomenal model. And there's just a bit of a reminder, guys, for those of you who maybe weren't with us at the start of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, this was Ionis Cryptborn in his initial incarnation in that first.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay,
He's the,
okay.
So he's
Yeah.
got a few skulls.
Yeah,
And
He's the guy with the-
and he is
Yeah,
kind of
banner.
the banner looking dude. Okay.
But yeah, his journey has kind of taken him from glorious golden hero all the way to
Space Marine
walking
chaplain.
avatar of,
Oh.
of death, basically.
Yeah.
And in kind of lore, what happens is he'll show up on the battlefield, and then any of those Stormcasts that have been reforged a few too many times, he takes away, and nobody's quite sure what happens to them, basically. So he has a fairly grim task.
That
to
Yeah.
that sounds like
after the
what's that Blood Angel dude who does
solve the curse.
with the
Oh,
Lost?
yeah.
The first time you're able to get this guy, he comes in Cryptborn Stormwing, which is basically a box set.
Oh, we
with
get two
him
dragons
and a
with
couple
him.
of
Two more
boxes.
dragons.
And one of the things
Yeah,
you
there you
can
go.
do with Ionis Cryptborn is you can use him in you can put him in a standard Stormcast army, and absolutely you can use him in any Stormcast army you like. But you can also use him as a specific army of renown, which is all
Yeah.
Drake
The all
themed,
Drakes?
so all Drake
Yeah.
themed.
Yeah.
Big
So
shocker.
you can have this guy and loads of Storm Drakes, just to kind of.
Who would not
All
want
Isn't
dragon
that
I mean-
isn't that literally the army that
Yeah,
you
sounds
like
pretty
have in
great.
box right now?
It looks great,
Yeah.
and it fights pretty hard as well. So what's not to love?
I don't-
Cool.
Oh, I'd have to get two more dragons.
Oh, it comes with
I
two more
think
dragons.
the next-
I know, but
That
it
model's
comes with
amazing.
the
I
two
think the
dragons
next one
adding
I
him,
actually
so I'd have two
prefer
more
even to that
dragons.
Yeah, you have two more dragons.
Yeah.
You never have
The
enough
hell is
dragons.
this? There's a crab? There's a crab?
What kind of crab is
It's a
this?
crab.
The Sigmar crab.
Crab? This is definitely a nope, this is a wood elf thing. It's a cricket? What the? It's a
Oh, it's the-
tree man riding a beetle.
It's what's it called? It's Kurnoth. Not
Yeah.
Kurnoth. The hunter dude.
the tree man
Yeah.
riding a beetle. Belethanos.
Blades of Belathanos.
That's
It's good.
Belthanos the
pretty
first Thorn.
Belthanos.
cool, too.
So a brand new hero for
Belthanos?
I'm glad they
Belthanos?
went back to the
What do we know
beetle
about
motif
Belthanos?
because
Yeah.
Alariel's
That's
the
a
only
really
one with it so
interesting
far.
character, but both in terms of the model is obviously spectacular.
It's awesome, yeah.
But the lore of this guy is really interesting because he is the
Ah,
first
AOS has such good models.
Kurnoth
Yeah.
is the elven god of the hunt.
That's the problem with AOS is
Anybody who's
I want to
familiar with
as
the
I
lore
want to
of
collect
Warhammer
all the models
Fantasy
just because they're
Battle will
cool.
know that Kurnoth was kind of had his avatar in.
Oh yeah, he
Orion,
kind of looks like
and
Orion.
Was kind of generally worshipped
Yeah.
by the
Oh,
elves.
that's what I was thinking of Orion.
Orion,
In
yeah.
Hey, he's a
Warhammer Age of
throwback to the
Sigmar,
Orion model.
He is believed to be lost or slain, but this guy Belthanos is effectively keeping the dream alive, basically. So he has the horn of Kurnoth, and he kind of leads effectively the wild hunt through the realm of life.
Nice.
That's
And
pretty
he
cool.
That is
leading
very
at
cool.
The head of this Kernothy force, effectively. So much like we saw with with Ionis, you can use this guy either in a standard silver.
I like that AOS is also doing bringing back the whole regiments of renown kind of concept, like the little
Yeah.
sub armies, like the themed armies.
Kurnoth hunters and Kurnoth spite.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have the little
Remnants
flying
have a
bug
very
guys. I
fast,
forgot
very
about that
different
unit.
Oh,
feeling
heck.
Sylvaneth force. The character himself, in game terms, is very good. So he is effectively the avatar of.
Well,
Kurnoth
he's riding
in
a
the
beetle.
Mortal
He's a
Realms,
tree
so
dude riding a
it's
beetle.
very
I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Fast. You don't quite get a sense. Of
I'll
the
say that they
size of
painted
model
this
there,
one
but,
really nice too. I like how
Yeah.
they did
the
this
rider
paint
is in
scheme.
human size.
This is
He's-
very
he's
cool.
Slightly bigger than a Kurnoth hunter, so that beetle that he's on, this kind of firefly-looking creature, is.
They always
is a
paint the
pretty
AOS
big
models
monster.
really nicely.
They
So
do.
like
The
this
team
guy
that does the
can go
AOS
toe-to-toe
paint
with
Yeah.
the
is
biggest
really
kind
on
of,
it.
Dragons and
They have a little more
great
like
heroes and
leeway
mortal
on
realms
painting
around.
stuff.
Yeah,
Particularly
that's
the head
true.
of
They
a-
don't have to have
a-
that
a
that
wild hunt
muted
sort of
grim
thing.
dark
You can
kind of feel.
Basically smash through almost any kind of.
I like the
defensive model.
color.
Very,
Like I
very
like that he's
strong
green and the
character
beetle is like
So
red.
really
Yes, it
interesting.
really stands out
Sylvaneth
against each
Yeah.
other.
An element
Yeah.
that a lot of fans have been very
This
keen
this
to
is
see
gonna be a
more of
model
the
people are
Kurnoth
gonna
sort of
paint
feel.
the
Dude,
crap out of.
yes, yes, that
Very
beetle.
different monster.
Well, like they
Yeah.
did that with
Very different way of playing
the
So I think
Everqueen
it's a
model
really
that they
exciting
did
Yeah.
also. Yeah, that
addition
beetle
to
was out of
the-
control.
Yeah, really good centerpiece as well, and like that looks like it's going to be so much
Ah,
fun to paint that. So
Not
It's
collecting this
beautiful.
army,
It's
but I wish I
really,
did.
really
That'd
is.
be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like I think a kind of firefly is the closest. Obviously, it's a fantasy creature. It's not
Yeah.
based on anything, but it looks lots of elements there very similar to kind of real world insects and things. And you could paint that whatever color you wanted, but I think that kind of red and yellow is very striking.
And that Cornelian Greatspite that he rides is just deadly, right?
It's
Like,
really good.
completely-
Yeah, it's really good in game. So it's very fast. It's very killy. So you've got the
And
guy
the
in the
feet.
back has got
Mhm.
is effectively a lord level Kurnoth hunter, and they're already quite good in a fight. So
Yeah.
you can imagine his stats are going to be pretty scary.
Right.
He's got himself a ward save. It's got 14 wounds. It moves 12,
Yeesh.
so it's a big threat.
Move 12 is nice.
The horn he's
Mm.
got allows units nearby to run and shoot. So what he does really for a Sylvaneth army is give you a very different way of approaching the game, because at the moment your Sylvaneth armies are quite relatively defensive, right? So you've got lots of things that zip around and take objectives, and it's a kind of standoffish sort of force. This guy throws that out the window and goes, "I'm just going to charge you. I've got a big load of spites,
Let's
and
go."
we're ready for a charge. We're very
Yeah.
fast. We can get right up into your face very quickly, leading that kind of wild hunt across
Yeah,
the
that's cool
realms.
too.
It's a
Yeah,
really
like
fun
one
way of
character
approaching
that has a good
The
aura
Sylvaneth
effect
army is
Yeah.
great
can
for
kind of
it.
change
It's
the
a
way
good
the
force.
army
Yeah,
plays.
really is. Fantastic addition there as well.
Cool.
That's
All
good.
right. Well, both of these new characters
They come in boxes of rounds.
are part of the ongoing narrative
Mhm.
of Age of Sigmar. So if
Oh.
we take a look at the next video, and then
The
we'll talk about
Dawn-
what that means.
It's book 3. Wait, what's this?
What was that? That was like 1
That was
second
Kill
of the thing.
Team for a second? What was that? There's some 40k. I don't think that was supposed to be there. I think somebody played
Oh,
the
so,
wrong
whoa,
video.
whoa.
This is the Dawnbringers.
The fish people?
This is the
Oh,
Dawnbringer,
the Dawnbringer just in
yeah.
general. That's a cool ogre's model.
That's the Kill Team.
Yeah.
He's a really cool model. Jeez.
Right? The size of him too is like it's a great
Yeah.
centerpiece thing. Yeah.
Like both of those are really cool centerpiece models.
This is why we just should never sell anything. It'll always come back around to something.
It's book 3.
And a sneaky, super sneaky little teaser there for you as well.
Whoops.
Whoops.
We'll get to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll get to that bit. Just before Dawnbringers Book 3, the Long Hunt. So this continues the story of the Dawnbringer Crusades as the forces of order clash with a vast, cornate host. So where are we up to?
Man, I don't know
in
anything
terms of
about
sort of the
these.
Dawnbringers narrative, Eddie?
Yeah,
The
so
narrative
I don't
here?
have to spoil too
Yeah,
much.
Yeah,
they
okay.
apparently have
So
so
we-
many.
so we
Dude, the
might-
narrative
Yeah.
is way deep now
the
in
Dawnbringers
Yeah.
are the
Sigmar.
20th
Yeah.
crusade of the of Age of
I mean,
Sigmar.
I think that's
You've got
cool
two
because like,
forces
unlike
that are
Old World or
moving
especially
out
unlike
and
40k, like since they're
fire,
beholden to
life,
nothing,
and,
like
Right.
they can
they're
literally
doing
just
all
write
sorts of,
whatever they want at this point.
trying to overcome them. Recently, they've just bumped into a vast marauding horde of Troggoths,
Yes.
led by the Troggoth king.
Guess they can always do
and
different
now
things
they
in the
find
different
themselves
realms.
attacked in
Yeah,
one
that's the thing
realm
too. Like
by
if
the
they
forces
don't
of
they have a
Green,
built-in
which
hard
is
reboot
the
essentially. They
original
could go to another
nemesis,
realm and
basically,
like
of the
go
Stormcast
back in
Change
time
it.
and be like, yeah, here's what happened in
And
this
the other
realm during
realm,
this
they're
time,
up
and it can be
against,
completely
a
unique.
marauding band of ogres, basically, particularly gorges. So a lot of these are using rules from putting into Age of Sigmar lots of the things we've seen pop up in Warcry.
Oh yeah, so the new Warcry
So, for
stuff.
example, here's
Mm.
your Gorger force. You can have using a regiment, army of renown.
Oh yeah, they were
you
talking
can
about
have
that where the
entire
new
forces of
kill
butchers and
or the new
mortars
box has
with a
that
maul
terrain
pit
piece in
sticking
there,
Yeah.
like the maul pit.
Yeah.
And what this basically lets you do is, if you really like those new Gorger miniatures, which why would you not?
I heard
want
the thing's
them?
annoying.
They're very
I'm
cool,
looking
very,
at
very
it and I'm
different way of
like,
playing
that looks like it
with
was a
Gorgers
pain in
as
the
well.
ass to paint
You
and
can,
put together.
Make an entire force around.
It's
these
not really
ravenous,
playable on the tabletop, for what I heard.
cannibal,
Yeah, it doesn't
maniac,
seem that
insane
way.
ogres, which are even scarier to fight against
I'm
than
not sure I'd
your
want to
normal
paint that
ogres are.
either.
And
That,
of
that
course,
does
there's
not look
lots of
fun to
people
paint.
use these guys
Yeah.
in normal games of Age of Sigmar as well.
Please tell me I'm able to throw and kick things into that huge
You absolutely can, yeah. If you've got a Maw pit on the battlefield
maul pit.
and you've got a butcher nearby,
Yep.
you can throw models, basically enemy models, into the pit.
That's all I needed to know.
The other thing that's quite fun about the Maw pit in Age of Sigmar specifically is that usually, if you've got a monster, you can smash enemy fortifications, and you can still do that.
Right.
But if you fail to roll,
You fall
roll
in it.
against the Maw pit, it bites back. So if you've got a
Oh,
dragon
eat
or
you.
something that tries to smash it, and you roll the 1 or a 2 to smash
You
it,
get
Bite you.
it does like something stupid like 3d6
Good lord.
mortal wounds to you. So, you
Jesus.
drop it.
3d6, Jesus.
So it's quite a risky proposition to try and take it out,
Take it on,
basically.
yeah.
So that's good fun. You've got those in. The book also has Belthanar.
I really like that
If you
ogre redesign.
Yeah, the starving ogres.
Yeah.
One of the other things that's
I gotta
very
gotta
popular in
finish
addition
my
to Warcry,
Skaven.
Then I gotta finish my
at the
dwarves.
moment,
Yeah,
is the
I gotta
Flame
finish that
Seekers.
too.
So the Flame Seekers are effectively
Oh, this is the new kill team.
trainers
Yeah.
of Magmadroths, basically. So there is an army of renown that kind of leans into that, where you can have a whole force of Magmadroths and these
Wow.
Flame Keepers looking after their Kindledroths, and they can move around the battlefield. And the way that works is that you can actually hop onto these
What?
great big Magmadroths with
Yeah.
lots of Fire Slayers, and they can transport
have-
them around.
So they're like the Magma Droth becomes
Transportability?
transports. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
You can
Why are the
counteract
dwarves the only
that
one
by
with
the fact that you
transport
can hop on the
abilities?
back of these Magmadroths
I
and
don't know,
transport
because
you
the dwarves are the
if
only
you
ones to
load-
think to go
just a
ride
really
stuff.
fun new way of
Right.
approaching doing it.
Because they slow. That's why they got tiny legs, so they
Oh,
gotta
with
find other
tiny
ways
legs,
to like
right,
transport.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sigmar as a normal part of a normal Fire Slayer army. So loads of good stuff in this book. So one of the things that you'll
I think
notice
that the
about
books
some of
just have the
Dawnbringer books is they tend to
renown.
lean into
Yeah,
a
the books
specific
I have.
brand
Yeah,
name.
it's the
So we had a lot
expansions
of
and
destruction
stuff like that.
in the last one for book 2. There's a lot of stuff for the
It just
Forces of
seems that
Order
they
in this book,
are
and
doing
then going
much
forwards,
better
you've
with
got
AOS.
No,
the
what I am a little worried about though is because GW usually only does these kinds of
Yeah,
things at the
and
end of a
this
game's
book
life
also gives you
cycle,
a chance to kind of,
Yeah.
and then they reboot it,
balance
and
the
you
Dawnbringer
lose
and
access to
Belfast
all
to
these
do
fancy
something
like
cool as
trick
well. So
armies and
they
stuff
don't
like
just go,
that.
Here's a new character, isn't that nice? You
that's
go,
So,
this is, he
little
shows up and
concerned
he has
about
a- there's a
that. But I
moment
guess
where
AOS
he's
doesn't really have a
gonna-
force org,
he's gonna-
so
looks like
it's
he's
not
gonna
as
be something
bad.
It doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
can still run the dudes. You
Right.
still get
the bonuses and
thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
I guess
gotta
that's
come
why
in.
I like this force org like
We did.
style of games.
Right.
Because, yeah,
Let's do it.
I hate when they change an army.
They change an army and then you
Yeah.
can't play it.
Yeah, then it's just
Yeah.
unplayable. It's just sad.
I guess that is the benefit of AOS is there isn't a force org, but
Right. So if you have a
there
trick
can be.
build or a trick theme, right? Oh yeah, but like you have the bonuses where if you do have
right,
the,
you get the
like-
bonuses if you do
Right.
build a certain way. Yeah.
Mhm.
Which I go too commercial. It's not the I know that they're trying to do it with 40k. Like
Yeah.
I can see that's what they're trying to do.
Right.
But
They're
the
moving it
detachments
there. Mhm.
just don't seem. I think the detachments just need to be more restrictive.
So far they haven't restricted anything.
They
on
haven't
detachments.
restricted
Well, the
anything,
first
yeah.
company one, but they did it really poorly.
Well, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess the Lictor one kind of, but
The Lictor one is kind of restrictive,
Yes,
only in the
Yeah.
sense that
season, a new
all the
setting,
rules
and
so
two
heavily lean
new
into the
Right.
Lictors. I guess Crusher
Much
Stampede a little bit too,
anticipated
right?
next
Because
kill
it's
team.
all
Yeah.
quote
Kill Team
monsters.
Salvation. We've got two very cool teams for this.
Yeah.
Striking
I mean,
Scorpions
at
team
no
and
point have they
Space Marine
said you
Scouts.
cannot take a
Tell us
thing
what they're
though.
looking
So
for,
Yeah.
Eddie.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Scouts
we
and
knew
Scorpions.
that Space Marine Scouts were on
I do
the way,
need these
so we
Scorpions,
confirmed this
so
with
I'm
the
glad that the
information.
Scorpions are here.
Probably,
Do you want
more
the Scouts?
exciting for a
I'll
lot
chop
of
the box
fans,
with you if you want
especially
the
for
Scouts.
fans
You don't
of
want the Scouts?
Eldari Craft
No.
Worlds,
I could just
is
wait
a
for the
brand
Scorpions.
new plastic aspect is released.
I do
This
want
This is
the
gonna be
first
like
time in this
a
box. We'll get,
$150
a
box,
release
though.
later
Yeah,
on,
that's the problem.
separately.
Is I'll just wait for
Right.
the Scorpions because
Striking Scorpions
only if
are
you
an
wanted to chop it would I
infiltrating
split it with
elite
you, but
combat
otherwise
unit
I
of
don't need it.
Eldari. They have trained in their aspect to be kind of silent killers. They'll sneak around, get up close, and then finish their enemies off at
Not really
point
gonna use
blank range,
scouts.
either with those
That's fair.
scorpion chainsaws or with their mandiblasters.
The Scorpions
or
are pretty cool though.
pistols.
I mean, they
No.
look exactly the
Very
same.
scary
They
approach.
they do. They're
That
just
makes
posed a
them
little
an
nicer and they're
excellent kill team
plastic,
because
and
they
honestly,
Oh,
the plastic's all
no,
that
it's
matters.
separate.
Kind of special
Wait, what?
operations. So
Did I miss that?
in this box,
Their
you
team-
get,
yeah.
two.
That-
Oh, can I just buy the
squads of
team?
five, which you can combine into one big unit of 10 to make
let
a
me
kill
see.
team. And
It
you have
didn't
all the
look like
options you'd
it was a
expect
full
from
box
there.
set.
So the Exarch has got
If they're
either
selling this
Scorpion claws,
standalone,
or you can give
kudos
them
to
a
them.
couple
I
of,
want this standalone. That's
chainsaws, or
why.
you can give them one great big walloping biting blade, double-handed chainsword to
Nice,
carve
yeah.
stuff in half. Lots of posability in this kit as well, so you've got lots of different arm options and head options. So if you're leaning into the Yunari aspect, particularly of
yeah.
your Eldari force, you could have lots of unhelmeted heads, but they still get their
It looked like
mandiblasters
it
and
was
stuff,
just
so
a
they still
box
can
of the two
fire and
armies.
fight and-
Yeah,
Or the two
usually they
forces.
release kill
Generally
teams in like a
speaking,
two-player
Yeah,
box.
but it didn't look like it had terrain in it.
Customizability
Because it looked like
options, because
the
one of
terrain
things
box
that
was separate.
defines
I'd have to see the
the
video again.
aspects is that
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
all have kind of standardized weapons and equipment.
Yeah.
But there's lots
I
of
mean,
things
they
that
do
go
release the
into
kill
how
team
do I
separately
optimize
after a
the
few
options,
months.
the
Right.
You know, but-
direction and things. So there's lots of dynamism in the models you've got to
While
play
we're
with. So
talking,
as
I'll
you can see there, you can build
roll
in all sorts of
down
different ways.
here
They all look quite different and unique, and lots
and
more
look at
detail
it.
as well.
See if they
Striking Scorpion units,
comment
for
on
sure.
separate or together.
And Scout Squad.
Yeah, the Scout Squad. So
The Scout Squad's
not
fine.
as well on these guys for ages and ages because did see these already when we saw the Space Marine previews a few weeks ago. But fundamentally, you've got a squad of 10 Space Marine Scouts, and you've got all the kits, right? So you've got
Yeah.
bolt pistols and close combat weapons. You've got shotguns and bolt guns and heavy bolters and sniper rifles, and chainsaws,
Oh, you're-
and,
you're-
and everything, right?
There's
a
all the
lot
things
of
you'd want
options
the
in this
Scout Squad to
box.
have.
Yeah.
And in this set, they've been painted up as Raven Guards because they look quite cool fighting against green guys. But you can paint them as whatever scout squad you want, right?
Uh, just the
have
kill
them
team.
for
Just the
so
kill
it
team?
includes
and they
includes
fit
the two
quite
kill
heavily
teams.
into
Okay,
the
but no
force.
terrain.
And
Chapter has got
6
some
pieces
terrain.
of like
Um,
scatter
so
terrain.
that's really cool.
Eh,
if-
whatever to
reference
scatter.
back
Like
to
little
the,
scatter
Scorpions
terrain.
for a second.
Okay.
So
okay.
One of the interesting things about the way that this team
we'll actually
plays
like
as a
that
kill team
new
is that
terrain.
You can either,
The scatter
go,
terrain?
I'm gonna have
No, the
my
actual
whole,
terrain.
kill team
They might
as
show it
strike
next.
Okay,
squads,
okay.
In which case, you just use what's in this box, and that is
Eh.
a complete kill team in its own
I
right.
like how
Scouts.
every
If
scorpion
you
has
want
a
to,
has a
though, if
tactical
you've got
rock.
a wider Eldari force, you can also add
Like
in
all 10 of
some
them.
other
All 10 of them have
basic
tactical
aspects.
rocks.
So if you've got some Dire Avengers
Are these
or some
full
Hellcat troops,
kits?
you can mix and match those in
The
together.
the
Basically,
scouts.
Okay, yeah.
you go,
They did say
Yeah.
the scouts are
choose
full
an
kit, so
Exarch
they give you
for
all the
force,
options
so
for
either
all
be
the
an
guys.
Exarch for the Scorpions as you get in the box, or it can be a Dire Avenger one or a Hell Banshee one, and then you can add in extra.
Like, these are
options
cool, they're not
usually
new.
up to, I think it's 9 you get.
The scouts?
So you
The
can have
scouts.
a
I
mean,
few
we've seen the
Scorpions,
scouts
a few
before.
Hell Banshees and a few Dire Avengers, and there are bonuses.
Honestly,
when you
it's the
fully
Scorpions
into one
that-
aspect, and you
that's
can
the half
use
that
some extra
matters.
I don't
abilities
even
to
need
get
these. I
around.
could just pick
There's
out
also some bonuses for
the
kind of
dudes in
going
my
range
Crusader
and
squads.
everything. So it's a really
Yeah,
cool
I guess if
flexible
you
kill
wanted to
team.
buy
They're
the
the same
Crusader
models.
squads.
A
Right.
really
I
good,
have Crusader squads.
No, I'm just saying for people
sense
like
of, like,
you know,
how-
Oh,
rather
right.
than buying
Right.
Crusader
how
squads, you
well
can just get the
plays,
scouts if you wanted them.
which is good fun. So it's a
If you
really
wanted just the
cool
scouts,
addition.
Yeah, if you just want
It
scouts.
plays very differently from a lot of the other Eldari kill teams. All of
It might be
the previous
financially though more
I'm gonna have some kind of
plausible
lance
to
and then lots of dudes with chunky
get
swords.
the
So
Marines
it's not
and
bad,
the
it's a really
the
different
scouts
way.
together.
Yeah.
The other thing you get in this box, alongside the Striking Scorpions and the Scouts, are a few
That's
extra
cool.
pieces of terrain.
I mean,
so
It's cool. I
worth
mean,
talking a little
no
bit
one's
about
ever mad
how
to have like
the
little scatter
kill
terrain
team box
bits.
is going to release. Up to this point, whenever you've bought one of the new season boxes, is it's been a very big box, so you get lots of terrain,
Yeah.
a big kill zone.
I am glad that
lots of
they're
scenery
keeping the
and
cost
2
down though
kill
by not
teams.
putting in a shit ton of
And what
terrain.
we've
Yeah.
heard basically
Hopefully.
is that people have
Oh,
got
well,
a
yeah.
lot of terrain.
I don't
So
know
if
how
you're
much it's
playing
gonna
kill
be,
teams
'cause
since
that-
it
Right.
came out, or
I think
even
this is the
since
first time they've
you've
done it
probably
without the
got
terrain.
6 or
Yes.
7 different kill
Yeah.
zones, I
This
think.
is
So
just
you
the
don't-
two
you don't
armies.
need more kill
Right.
zones. So what we're
Which
gonna
is
do with
weird.
this
I don't know why
box
you're
is
just gonna.
that
Why
the
didn't you just make them
striker
separate?
Guardians and the Scouts
Why
come
make
with a very small
people
amount
have
of
to buy
terrain,
both of
like
them?
what you can see on
That's
the
just
screen here on
GW
the
trying to
left,
sell you extra
just to
stuff.
add a
Right.
little bit of
If you're
flavour
not
to
going to
the
include a
concept.
board and
But then the kill
terrain,
zone
why make it a
itself
two-player
is
box?
gonna be
Yeah,
available
exactly.
separately at launch, so it's an optional extra.
Listen,
rather
this was
than being kind
Necromunda.
of, you must
It'd be
have this
different.
alongside your
That's the thing,
your
right?
kit
Yeah.
to add
Yeah.
But
in.
GW
Um,
understands
your
Necromunda
kill
people
zone
just buy
experience,
terrain, so
absolutely can.
Yeah.
Well, I
If
mean,
you'd
that's
rather
why
just pick a
GW
new
sells it
team,
this way.
you can do
Mm.
that.
right.
Yeah, and this is like a water world rig. Like it's super different from Into the Dark, right? Like,
Yeah,
Okay,
so
while
the
this
last
board
season
kind of
of
looks
Kill
cool,
Team
it's
was
not very
Into the Dark,
playable,
which was obviously
honestly.
very claustrophobic, very confined.
yeah.
I think
you usually
behind.
didn't have line
Okay.
of sight across the
Oh.
I want the
battlefield,
little
so you
round
had to move forward
platforms.
to get
The little
into
round
what I want.
platform?
This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Where,
really
Well, it's
different, right?
half
So this
height
is, from a lore
platforms.
perspective, the Gallo Dark, which was
These
Yeah.
platforms are
the
half the
overall
height
Pentagon,
of.
has
It is
crashed
not
into
really
the planet.
playable, yes.
yeah, no, it's not very playable.
Covered,
But it's got half
by
height
majority
platforms, which is
oceans, and there's all these kind of
be
rings
really
across
good with the platforms I
landscape,
already have.
and your
Uh-huh.
kill team has got to kind
I
of
like the little
navigate what's
circly.
effectively,
The
big
circle thing
stuff.
is cool, yeah. The circle thing is
Yeah.
cool.
kind of situation. So still plenty of places to hide, plenty of places for snipers to kind of
Blah blah blah. Okay,
from,
done talking about the
a
terrain.
lot more kind of running. And
Now they're gonna talk
uh,
about old world.
Wait, hold on. I'm at
Very
50,
different sort of
54.
dynamic to your games of Kill Team.
55.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just pause
Okay.
it and catch it back up. So, you want to skip to
I'm at 55.
55 even?
Yeah.
Okay, skip ahead to 55. All right, give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
And then
I got two
Scouts
commercials,
were
so
redone in scale with things
I
like
think because I'm not
neophytes,
subscribed to this channel.
So yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
I don't know.
additions to Warhammer 40,000 and to Kill Team.
Great.
It's the
Alright.
old world.
Right, well, we did promise
Wait,
some
55, you have an old world?
I think
news
we
today.
did.
Yeah,
did
I'm
you?
at
So,
55.
I think it's probably
Hold on,
time to have a look at what we've got.
The old
Yeah.
world hasn't even started yet.
So,
Yeah.
Ralph takes away.
Alright.
Oh, there you go. The commercial just started.
Okay.
Commercial just started.
Oh, just got a commercial.
Did you just got a commercial?
No.
Oh no.
Wanna go
Oh,
back?
no, the ad just started for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Bretonians? Bretonians?
Old world models.
Bretonians?
Like they're exactly what you expected. Like Pegasus Knights. It looks like these old Pegasus Knights.
I'm about to say, like, these,
That guy's a little more
they're
detailed.
nicer. Yeah, they're more detailed.
No, they're about the same. The
Are they about the
the,
same?
the actual Pegasus Knights. The character maybe a little better, but
Yeah, you see the feathers a little bit better on
Yeah.
this one. I guess they might be just painted nicer. Like, they're painted
Maybe.
in a more modern style.
I mean,
This just looks like fantasy. It's just literally
Yeah.
fantasy. That's all this is. It's
Like-
just fantasy. I mean, good job. I mean, it is
Right.
fantasy, but
it's cool, but it's not anything new. Like, it's a little more detailed. Like this, the Duke guy.
Yeah.
They're showing now. He's a little more detailed,
Eddie, tell us about some of
but
these
not a ton.
glory
Like he's
scenes
not
as well.
overly detailed.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
No, it's not overdone.
We knew that Bretonnia were
Right.
going to be part
It's
of the
not
overworld pretty much
obvious,
since the announcement
like
of it.
AOS.
And what we're able
yeah,
to do today,
like
guys,
it
is
would
show
look
you,
at home if
basically
you
the launch
already
range
owned
for
a
Bretonnia, which
fantasy
is
army.
And we got a few other bits of news.
Oh, he has
about
a
the
plastic
old world for you
model.
today, but we'll start
good
off
job.
by just having a look at some
Plastic
of these,
models are nice.
incredible miniatures. So, Kingdom of Bretonnia, Duke on a Royal Pegasus. Who would have guessed, right?
I think
The
this
world's
is the
best kept
multi-part
secret.
kit.
A new plastic
Yeah.
Pegasus is on its way, and this is a really, really cool, new, very flexible kit. Basically, allow you to put lots of to create lots of heroes on Pegasus for your army.
Okay.
Pegasus is a very, very useful thing to put a hero on because in Warhammer, the old world, much like Warhammer Fantasy Battle, you want to have your general on a Pegasus or something that can fly because you've got lots of aura abilities. And also, you
Yeah,
just want to
big
keep in
hat.
charge and stuff early on.
Absolutely, 100%.
I mean, the
this is a
helmets are
really
always
cool kit. You can
ridiculous.
make it in lots of different ways. This one is is a Duke. Generally speaking, in Bretonian society, the bigger and cooler your helmet is, the more
That is-
status you've got.
That's a lot of
These are
stuff.
painted
and the
up
more kind
much
of blessed
better.
by the lady
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
you-
Super
I like how
you
these
are.
look.
So this guy has got
A whole
literally,
church.
and it's got a little church with a statue of the Lady of the Lake on his hat. So he's got to be way up there, right? So this guy is a Duke of Bretonnia, and his heraldry, his kind of that quartered black and red with the axe.
I mean,
has been applied.
I'd
across the
like as a
entire
painting project to
terrain
paint
for the
Yeah.
some Bretonians when they come out. Like,
army for
maybe we'll
Bretonnia.
do like
So this
a
is-
like
this
a
is the
like a
guy
little
who
like
has kind of inspired that
between
particular
friends
force.
painting contest or
Pegasus
something with
itself is
paint a
beautiful.
fancy knight and
Maybe
some
just
retinue
jump
or
back a second
something.
there, Raph, so you can kind of take in the whole
Yeah, that is
spectrum. of it.
Brilliant.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
Really, really dynamic, cool. You've got some options there on the horse as well, but it almost looks like a kind of statue of a hero that you'd find in
Yeah.
a town square or something, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
But kind of living and breathing and leading the charge of the Bretonnian forces. So really, really cool miniature, all plastic, and with loads of options. This is one of the other ways you can build it. So you see a few different changes there. So it's a different head on the horse, different head on the character, different cloak, different sword, different shield, and this is a baron. So a baron is like your common or garden hero.
What's up?
What's up?
The duke is your general.
Wait, what'd you get
his
to?
horse is in white, so it's not.
Oh yeah, the Baron.
Lesser status, you gotta have white horses are higher status.
Whoa.
We don't want them dirty horses.
So that's a little too on point there, GW.
Whoa.
A slightly cheaper Pegasus.
British is showing.
You got a
So,
cheaper
you can
Pegasus?
build it lots of
Jesus,
different ways.
that's
There's
rude. You can't
another way
say that.
You can build it,
standard
as well, which is as a battle standard bearer. So
Oh, that's
battle
cool. Okay,
standards
I like the
is
standard bearer
really
actually.
cool.
This
The
is
standard
cool.
bearer is
on the
pretty cool.
fantasy. Super important to your army, particularly for Bretonians, because they give you your kind of rallying point for the force, and they give you some bonuses to combat, and you can put magic banners on them and all sorts of stuff like that. And this is allowing you to put a battle standard on a Pegasus, which is one of the best places for it.
I mean,
Basically, because you can put it,
absolutely, yeah.
you can get
Yeah.
it where you
Really show it off.
You've
then
got it where
as
you
well.
want it to go to.
Some free
Not
hand
quite sure
banners
how
and
you
shit.
fly with
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
with the
yeah.
standard, but it's probably magic, so
Hey,
don't worry too much
Knights
about
of the
it.
Realm.
Easy peasy, easy peasy.
We've all been there.
A
Look at
really,
these
really
ranked
cool
up dudes.
miniature, really flexible. I think we are.
Wait, hold on. I think you're a little bit still throw ahead.
That's
But
right.
there you
not
go. Knights of the
might be a
Realm.
little bit ahead.
Yeah, it's fine. I just bumped a little bit. Yeah, Knights of the Realm.
One of the things.
I mean,
that
are
we
they the
have
same? I
been kind
can't
of
tell.
talked about in
These
the
are new
lore of
models.
Bretonnia for a
These are
very
new
long
models?
time,
Okay.
but
These are new
never
models.
manifested as a miniature or a unit.
These are
until
Knights of the
this
Realm
point,
on foot.
Is Knights of the Realm on foot. So a
They're
Knight
not
of the
bad.
Realm
Okay.
is your is the most common type of knight in Bretonnia. It means that somebody who's gone on their
There's a
errand
lot
quest,
of
they've
variation in them.
achieved a knightly
Which is
That's
nice.
true.
sort of
Yeah,
slaying
they are
They're not
visually
like
unique.
small monster or
The
protecting
remodels
town or
repeating.
rescuing a damsel,
Right.
something knightly, you know. And you've become a knight of the realm, which means you've probably got a little castle.
I don't like this
somewhere in
uniform
Bretonnia,
color
and
scheme.
you are.
You want
bound
the
to
like the
protect
parade of
around it.
colors, like
Yeah,
the
like the
individual
parade of
knights.
colors. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, that's cool that you can paint them both ways. The least, you know,
So Knights of
like
the
yeah, you could
Realm,
do the collection
many
of
of
like
them
independent
have
knights, or
horses,
you could do
but
like
not
one
everyone,
household
will be
essentially.
rich enough to afford a horse, or perhaps their horse has been slain and they want to continue on fighting.
I will
I
say
like
it
the
is cool.
cool,
You are
brand
right.
new
It's cool
unit,
how unique
with
each
a couple
model
of
is.
options. You can
Yeah.
either give them
Oh,
these
that's
great
cool.
Two-handed poleaxes, or you can give them sword and shield.
Oh, it's with
This
sword
is a
board.
Really,
Oh,
really
okay.
flexible kit.
Yeah.
All of the
I
heads
like
are
that we still
separate,
have
all of the
musician
arms are separate,
standard
you've got
champion in
loads
the
of
front.
Champion.
different
Yeah, you
options
gotta
to
have that.
kind of
That's
make
classic.
these
That's classic.
models your own. And you can see the story kind of told in each one of these characters
I
because
love those details.
I like that
yeah,
standard, dude.
as a knight of Bretonnia,
Standard is
whatever
very cool.
your
Standard is cool.
particular.
Her
whatever
sister's
your
about it. He has a lot of
errantry quest
locks.
was, when you go off and say,
It's all
Oh,
these
what's with the locks? Is that like a lore thing? If anybody's watching this
Yeah,
video and
I don't- yeah.
understands the lore of the locks,
Your heraldry is depicted by whatever it was you achieved. So if you slayed a particular monster, maybe that manifests, or if you rescued something or protected something, or
you
worked
should jack
alongside a
that banner
crusade or
though for your
something like
sisters.
that,
I was just saying
manifests
that's.
through your heraldry. And all of these different
Well,
headdresses and trinkets and things like
my
that. can
sister's
tell a
banners
little
have
bit of the
meme
story
things
of
on 'em.
your,
Oh, I see. I
your
see.
knightly house. And then there's lots of other little lovely details.
That is
there as
pretty
well. So
cool,
this
though.
is the standard and the champion for that unit, and the standard again has got that Lady of the Lake, who's the
Yeah,
glowing
I'm looking forward to
deity of,
seeing like painters
the
like
Bretonnian
paint
forces.
up a Bretonnian army.
A lovely little shrine.
Visually,
there
this will be
for
really
the king.
cool.
So it's got
Yeah.
The storytelling through these
It's all
miniatures
there.
is top notch.
I love the Bretonians, but I would like to
Really, really
see
lovely kit.
another
Really
army.
flexible kit as
No,
well. So you get
no, you don't get
So
any
far,
other
it's
army.
only been
Some other,
Bretonians.
That's because
very
nobody cares
plastic,
about
so some of the
Setra
Nobody
and
cares
his
about anything
dumbass
else.
skeletons.
back alongside these. But if you've got some plastic Knights of the Realm and you want to kind of mix in some
Oh.
of the new helmets and things like that, you'll get loads of spare arms and helmets.
that
and
wedge
shields and stuff, so
formation.
you can, really
What? Is the bus? Is the return of the bus?
wedge formation.
Look at that.
Some of those. So Knights of the Realm, very kind of the most common unit.
I will say
the archetypal
here,
unit for
seeing the
Bretonnian.
knights
This is a
ranked up,
returning
the
classic
colors
kit.
do blob together like
this is the
this.
kit
Yeah.
No,
out
the-
the
oh,
box
these
as
are
well,
the old
but you
kits.
can mix and match
These are
this
the
into
old
your-
kits.
Oh, you're right. The
Knights of the
oh,
So they're on their way
Yeah.
back too. In lance formation.
Those knights are the
obviously.
old ones, and these are the
Pegasus
old ones.
Knights,
these
they're
Pegasus
on their
knights
way
are
back
the
as
old
well,
Pegasus
so
knights.
you
You can
Yeah.
tell because the
brand new
feathers
Pegasus
are
characters
that
which
old
you can
Yeah.
style.
loads of different
They're a
ways,
little smaller.
and you can
Mhm.
put some Pegasus Knights alongside them too. These are
They have
kind
stupid
of,
flight
as you'd
picks.
expect,
They do.
enormous
They do.
flying.
Oh, the
heavy
old men at
cavalry
arms.
that can smash
Oh.
straight through,
Oh, can-
enemy
I
skirmishers
just
and things like that.
want this box for
Carry
the
enemy
heads.
flanks.
What? Oh my god.
And then at the other end of the spectrum of nobility,
Oh
I
my
want
God.
I want
lords
the
and their, mighty
the
knights. You've got the peasants and the
crap,
men at arms.
the little
Peasants?
bull
The
helms.
lowest of the low in
I
The
want the little
bull
bull
helms?
Yeah.
The farmhands.
The little, like,
and,
trench
troops
helms.
that
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
vessels.
Yeah, I want them
They are
for
not of noble birth, but
like an IG
knights
army or
very
something.
generously provide
Well,
them
there
with
you
I actually
go.
want them. I want those
some
heads to
level
put
of
on
training.
my
And they've got kind of hand-me-down
Black
spears
Templars.
and shields and things like
Oh
that.
my
So
Scout
god.
dudes.
this is the
For
returning
serious?
kit for,
peasant
Britannia.
bowman.
This is, we get to see them again, which is pretty cool.
I can't. That's all you, buddy.
Peasant bowmen as well.
These are
In
the
fact,
old-
These
Yeah.
are the old bowmen. You can
peasants,
tell how. Look at those
fairly
faces.
well
Like, look at
trained,
those.
really, like,
Yeah.
That dude
Look
on
at
the
their
left with
hands.
his.
Look at their hands.
Their hands, nothing. Look at their mouths. Their mouths are
These dudes are like
huge.
one piece.
Actually, fairly competent ranged unit. If you are a knight of Bretonia, it is against your knightly code.
You gotta do the classic thing though with fantasy where you put a display piece in the middle so you don't have to paint as many shitty guys. That's
Why
how
do
you
people
just
like this game? It's literally the
This game is-
it's the same models, guys.
Oh my
They
god.
just reselling you models.
And
No
these,
one's buying this.
These models are like 30 years old. No
Right.
joke.
No one's buying this.
Jump back for a second. So
There's frogs on the
You can
steps,
tell
there's
that these
frogs
models
on
are
the
dated
left-hand
as shit.
side, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
there's a-
You
there
think
is
They're
a
gonna
big,
sell you this for a
uh,
markup too. You know they
for
are.
the
This shit is gonna be
Yeah.
like a $60 kit for like an
command
ancient.
groups where they have a
This thing
couple
was
of
like
frogs
30
and
bucks
ships,
back
yeah,
in the
used
day.
to
Let's be
make
honest.
drums.
It was
Great.
yeah.
There is a
It was 30 bucks
traditionally
for
the Wizards of Bretonia, the
Ten?
damsels,
10?
I think it was
occasionally
10.
It was
turn their
30
enemies
for
into
10.
frogs,
Yeah,
so
so you got 20 for
Might have
60.
been 20,
those
but I
frogs
doubt it.
may
I think
be
it was.
I don't. Yeah, I don't
people
think it was
within the-
20, but
who've angered the
it was
Bretonian
definitely
damsels
like
with the army
$30
in
though.
some
It was
way,
like
shape, or form.
15 in that
Yeah,
box, so it might be
so pretty grim.
15.
it might be
Turning to
15.
frogs
15. I
is
could see. I
yeah.
think it might be
Yeah.
15
I
also.
think it was
Yeah.
15.
And then
It's probably
somebody
30
made
or
these
40.
spikes to make that fourth quote row of guys. That's how you do
Well,
it,
the s-
right?
No, the
Um,
spikes are
With
part of the
field
rules.
trebuchet for
Oh, that's
Bretonia was
right. They had
returning as
the
well,
the
The
thing
defensive
to
spikes.
the defensive
Yeah.
spikes. Yeah.
And the
if
brazier.
you've ever
Oh my
had
god,
the
did he
joy
just say it was a
this is
metal kit for this
so it's
trebuchet?
not the most
It
fun
was.
to build as a
Oh.
metal kit. It's been retooled.
This is the
and
resin kit.
reworked
Oh.
in Forge World resin.
Ill.
This is gonna
Trash
be,
bucket.
Really
That's not much
lovely,
better. I heard resin.
Detail,
Ugh.
No, I got a
much
fucking
easier to put
commercial
together
again.
than the
Yeah.
metal version.
Well, give me some time to
Um,
catch
but
up
a
then.
really great
Alright.
returning kit. Alongside this, you'll also see lots of returning metal kits. And
How do you have a commercial?
I'm
not
not
sub
subscribed to this channel.
I'm not
Are you
subscribed to it
sub?
either.
Oh.
Is it
Am I
because
not
I'm,
signed
is
in?
it because
I
I'm
am
an
signed in.
affiliate? I bet it's
Yeah,
because I'm an
maybe.
affiliate then. That's right. That's the only reason I got affiliate is so I don't have commercials on my stuff anymore.
Got 2 ads.
all right. Let me know when you're back. All right. Well, while you're going through the ads, yes, it is. They're basically literally reselling you
And they're reselling the models.
models that you've already got. I mean, there are some new ones. The new ones are nice, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I also don't need to. If I'm just painting it for like the fun of painting it, I don't need to paint peasants. I might paint some peasants, I guess, just for the visual spirit of
Oh,
Bretonia.
there you go.
All right. Are you still on the trebuchet?
Yeah.
for some of
Alright,
the other armies as well, some other things that have been kind of retooled
People
into
complain about the resin.
as well.
Yeah,
So
I would
there's
too.
some great,
I'm definitely not getting.
returning
freaking
They're not
resin.
gonna be metal.
some really
Thank
I mean, I
God. I
guess they-
mean, they could have just made a
Yeah.
plastic one.
some new resin
No,
from
let's-
the different armies as well.
No, they're not because it's the same
So,
kit.
Speaking of
These
new
are all the
resins,
same
kit. Yeah.
Here are some of the resins that we've already know are on their way for Bretonia. So we've got
Ugh, these
Damsel on
new
a
resin. I
Unicorn
mean,
set
I
of
love
them,
this
we've
lady
got
on the
Couple Standard Bearers,
unicorn.
we've got,
I'm so sad that that's a
Questing
resin kit too,
Paladin
though.
on foot.
Yeah.
But we have a new resin model to show you as well. So this is
Yeah,
the
the handmaiden.
Handmaiden of the Lady. This is your
Ugh,
wizard
but it's
based on
resin. Why did you
Bretonian
make it
forces.
Nice model.
resin?
In
It
Bretonia,
is.
men aren't allowed to practice sorcery for the most part. But what happens is that every now and again, daughters of nobility will go
Tactical
missing,
flower.
and then they will turn
Tactical
up to kind
flower
of,
on the
a
tactical
knight-like
rock.
favour,
They upgraded.
and
They
then will
upgraded.
return
It's 'cause she's
as
Why is she
female, that's
wearing
why.
shoes? Why did someone ask why is she
Power.
wearing
Nobody's
shoes?
quite sure what
It's because
their
somebody
power
wanted the
comes
feet.
from,
That's why.
or
That's a foot
what
person
the
right there. Only a foot
attribute
person
of
noticed
the
that.
is, but they do seem to have the blessing of the
You got
lady.
called out right there,
You have to
foot
take the
person.
questions.
We saw you.
I can't even
because
see
they're
her
controlling
feet.
frogs.
Yeah, of course.
So they're going to give you your magic effectively for Bretonia, and what it does is it gives you a really nice kind of triple style for the Bretonian.
Just turn
force.
into a
You've got the
dragon, that's all
very
it is, very
glorious.
I
knights
mean,
in their
Laura, right?
very
Laura
shining
Beast.
armor and
That's
gold
all you
and
do.
silver and very noble. And then you've got the peasants who have got kind of hand-me-down shields and.
I think people are bitching about the resin.
I mean, I would bitch about the resin too. I
that
don't
is
know.
chat.
The handmaidens of the lady, which have a very different aesthetic.
Chat's
They're
not
not
wrong
gonna
on
do
this
them
one.
in metal. They're not gonna do them in plastic either because they're just redoing the metal.
Ugh,
It's great.
Yeah,
garbage.
A really cool new army.
Yeah.
And that with it's pretty
This
much
is what you
get out
want,
of the
old
gates
world
from
people.
Bretonnia. There's a few
That's
other
true.
returning
You
units
old
Why are
world
you
people,
complaining?
this is what you asked for.
later on,
They
but
should
that
just made
is,
them in
what
metal.
it's gonna be Bretonnia, where
They
Warhammer
should have just
World
given them
comes out.
freaking
Oh, like
metal.
screw you guys.
You can
No,
confirm
you want the
tonight
classic
that,
experience,
Warhammer
right? Of
World
old
will
world.
Right, you
That's
want
that's
the
part of the
classic
classic experience.
Put this trebuchet together that doesn't go
Metal.
together and
But you won't have to
is
wait until
warped.
at all
You gotta
until the new
pin
year.
it with like
Like,
actual
right.
metal rods to hold it together.
like, you enjoy
And
that.
then
You enjoy
before
that.
the year is out, we'll have
No,
more
fucking
information
green
for
stuff
you
into
once
work
one of the
and-
other, big factions is gonna be launched.
They gotta bring back the tubes of OG
There you
green
go.
stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, lovely times. I think that's all we've
That's the
I think
true
that's
classic
it. We've
experience.
covered it.
So-
We've done
No,
it.
that's not
We've
it.
done
That's what we
That's
got.
not you.
That's
That's
it.
not
That's
it.
all we've got. That's all
That's
we've
not
got
it. You
time
guys got
for,
more.
so,
That's not it.
No, this
What
is
was
dragging it
your
out.
favorite?
There's
Dragging
like
it out.
11 minutes left.
I mean, it's been very cool. So
This
I'm,
is drag-
I'm really excited about Bretonnia
Or
because,
like
that was one of
2
the
minutes left.
All right,
Three
all
minutes.
right. Here's the
That might
part
be
that
it.
I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay, what's your prediction? What are you calling that it's gonna be here at the end?
But I am doing an
Did they-
Eldari army at
they
the
announce
moment.
something at the end?
I don't know if they announced something at the end.
I don't
I like
think
those
they
a lot.
did.
I like those a lot. And
I think this is it.
It's been
Is this
a very
it?
long wait.
They're just
I
gonna
think this
ramble
is
for
pretty
11
much
minutes.
it. Yeah.
So I'm
Well, not
very
11
keen
minutes.
to
They got
get
like
these painted up and,
3,
use 'em.
4
And the
minutes.
chance to
3,
use
4
them for the team
minutes?
as well.
Yeah.
I'm really
Oh.
enjoying
I think
it
this
at
is
the
it.
moment as a
I'm
team.
surprised they didn't show
Gonna
Epic.
paint them up as a
Epic
kill team,
30K.
and they're gonna
It wasn't
infiltrate
on the
away
list.
into my-
Oh, was it not?
No.
How about yourself,
sad
Lewis?
dude.
What did you like most?
Oh, I gotta go with the Ionis Cryptborn. It's gotta be. What a
I mean, they already
terrifying
showed the
miniature
tank.
in the best way
Yeah.
possible. All those skulls. It's
The
just
chaplain is
that's-
the cool.
super
The
gothic,
chaplain's
I
That's
love
all.
it.
Yeah, that's all they showed.
All right
Very
then.
cool. Okay, right. Well, we hope
Lame.
you
Well, it's
enjoyed,
good I didn't wake
the
up at
reveals,
6
guys.
a.m. to watch this.
I'm glad that, yes,
that
I
is
would've been
what we've got for Warhammer Day. A
salty.
couple of things to remind you of
Yeah.
before we head off. So it is Warhammer Day.
Some
this-
cool
this
AOS
weekend
stuff.
kicking off.
No,
There's
AOS
a
always
Yeah.
steals the
Yeah.
show with cool
Yeah.
models.
Warhammer Day commemorative miniature, which is the Legion of
Imhotep is cool
Votan.
for Necron
Oh,
players.
it's the
So you can get it from
Votan
gamesworkshop.com or
person.
from your,
That's the,
order it from your
commemorative.
local Games Workshop.
Oh,
It's the
Volton
Votan
guy.
hero,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Are you trying to get your hands on it or not really your
No.
Volton?
If you
No.
we'll go through loads of stuff in this preview today. We had all sorts of pictures and things. You might have missed some things. Don't worry, all of this you can watch back again. And you can also watch look at all the
And
pictures on the Warhammer community website, which is really
This
cool.
freaking
So
this
you can have a look at this. Probably some new
guitar
angles
dude
and
is
things,
weird.
those guys have
Dude,
done that
stilt
we
leg dude.
will show you today.
Oh.
Still dude. It's so weird.
Just to let
Skitar, you know what
we
though?
do have
Like
another
that's
preview
fine. If you're a
coming up in
Skitarii player, you're probably used to it because you got the weird
Warhammer preview
sterilizers, the guy with the
coming
bat
from
wings. You got the
Primal Narrative.
Striders. You got I don't know. You got the dog
Weird.
riders and whatever. Like
1 month.
Skitarii just gets the
Weird-ass.
weird jank
Previews,
models.
Warhammer previews.
Not long to wait.
Not long. And speaking of other great live shows, if you guys stick around, we are going to be jumping right after this show to the Tampa Bay Open in Florida.
Oh, Tampa Bay.
where
Tampa
you
Bay
can
Open.
watch
That's
Tampa Bay,
what-
yeah.
40,000
All right, I think that's about it. Yep,
with our guys
that's
over
it.
in
So
the
I'm
US.
just
That's
gonna
pretty
like
much it.
stop
Like
the video
your,
here.
match play
Well, not stop the video, but stop the stream at least. All right. Yeah. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? What you got?
I mean, there wasn't much. It was everything, pretty much stuff we already knew.
Yeah.
The kill team stuff we already knew a long time ago. That was leaked. I think we knew that the Necron and the Mechanicus book were coming up.
We knew the book was coming up.
And
Did it
two
foresee
new
the Imhotep? Yeah.
atolls.
Oh, more for
which
the
is-
Necrons. They imply that there's another
Right.
one. So
They did imply that there's more coming for the Necrons. There might be more coming for the Mechanicus. They didn't say.
that's true.
So there might be more coming for them.
That's true. They probably
Besides
did
this one
save
model.
something. Yeah, just
because
for
this
the
isn't a
launch.
hero.
Not
I'm
the Skitarii
expecting a
one.
new hero.
Yes.
Because they gave Necrons a new hero,
They got Imhotep.
Um,
And they almost always release some kind of hero with the
some kind of hero. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't show a detachment. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, it is. The AOS stuff is pretty cool.
AOS has cool models.
Yeah.
Once again.
It was very Hero Hammer this preview. There's a lot of heroes.
a lot of heroes. Indeed.
lot of heroes,
Indeed.
yeah.
No. Problem with AOS is it's too many things to collect.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. Like the Kurnoff guy is cool. The Dragon Dude is cool. I don't immediately want those two. I'm
I mean,
fine.
I would like
Like-
to jack the one dude for a chaplain. That's that's the part that I want, but he's attached to a giant dragon, which is a cool model.
Yeah.
But
with a, and you can only get him in that giant box. So that's like
that's the thing. Yeah, he comes in the box. So if you're
like a
collecting that
$170
army,
box.
probably 150. Yeah, maybe more because it is 2 dragons, which I think
It
are
is 2
like
dragons.
$90 kits right there. So maybe a $200 box.
Yeah. I don't. It'll probably be 150.
No, if
And I
it's
think
150, that's actually really good.
I
if
think
you're
all these
interested.
guys are coming in a box of renown, basically.
So you get a price cut on it.
Oh yeah. So the Belthanos is coming with 3 Kurnoth hunters and 3 Revenant sneakers.
Oh,
Seekers.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Hold on, are you on? Is that on Warhammer page?
It's on the Warhammer page, yeah.
That's
The Warcoms.
actually pretty nice.
Yeah,
Oof.
so they're all coming in a special box.
I might be tempted to pick that up because that's basically like the start of a small army unto itself.
Right.
Actually, where's my app? I'm gonna like. Well, I don't know how much points this dude's
And
gonna
I mean,
be,
well,
but
he's pretty big. He's not a Ladriel, so
he's not Galadriel. How much?
he's not
how
like
many
the
points?
600 points that she was. So
Let's
he is a
see.
big dude.
He is a big dude. So let's
Probably
trees.
200 something.
Army faction. They're an order faction, right?
They're an order faction.
Sylvaneth. I don't do a sub faction. Whatever. Just blah blah blah. Just pick some points. Create an army. Let's see. See, here's the thing. The AOS app, even though I don't have the book, still gives me the profiles. I'm a little salty about you, GW. You're doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Revenant Seekers, 3 of those little like flying beetle guys is 230 points.
Actually, it updated today. No, probably didn't update yet.
And
'cause they're coming.
3 Kurnoth Hunters. I'm assuming you can make them either way, great bows or great
Yeah,
swords.
it's a full kit.
Either way, it's like either somewhere between 220 to 250 points. So that's 500-ish. So if that dude is sitting in like the 200-300 point range,
Yeah.
probably just add one more unit of Kurnoths or something, get up to like a starter 1,000.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I
could-
want to.
I could be convinced to buy this one actually.
I was expecting holiday bundle stuff, but
That's
they
a
got
good
another
point.
month. They got
Yeah.
another month
Yeah.
because Frontline has some used orcs right now, Iron
Oh.
Jaws.
Yeah, but you may as well wait because holiday bundles are like the best way to like pick up models.
Yeah, they've got the Gorg Runters for 55. They're normally 80.
Ooh, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
price though.
Assembled unpainted.
Oh, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, I love assembled unpainted.
So I was like, oh, that's actually really good.
No, legit.
Because I
that's
was like,
actually
55. That
real.
doesn't seem right. I looked at the website of their $80 for 3. I was like, okay.
Ooh, that's actually good. I
That's
don't know.
actually
You
pretty-
you might want us to snag that. That's a fair
Right.
one to snag. Even because you can never have too many Gorg Runters.
You never have any Gorg Runters, yeah.
Yeah,
And then they have a box of Brutes for 55 also.
What is that? A $60 kit?
I think the Brutes might be 60 or something. The
That's
Brutes
not-
are sold out right now, though.
Oh. 55's not that big of a discount though. Like, but the other one, the
Right.
Gorg Runters though, you might just want
Yeah.
to grab that just because. Because this is what we need is more unpainted armies.
Or unpainted armies. Yeah.
I like how we've like reached the critical mass of 40k, and now we've just moved on to grabbing like AOS, like unpainted AOS armies to add to the pile. If this box is like 150 though, I would probably grab this.
150 or 200 is what I'm guessing.
200.
Brutes are 60? Okay. That's not. I don't think. Are they 55 or 40? Whatever. That's still not as good. The
Yeah.
Gorg Runters are 80, which is.
No,
nicer.
that's a great deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's like 33% off, a little bit more, almost
Right.
40% off.
No, yeah. I think they're going to be about 200, maybe.
Okay, 200.
I can see the
yeah.
dragons being 200. That makes sense.
I could see the dragons, yeah, definitely being
Yeah.
200. If it came in
still
at
a
150 though, that's pretty close to an auto
That's-
buy. I
that's
feel like.
pretty- Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. How much are they? They are.
Yeah, how much are these
they're-
models?
Store
check this out.
casts. They are 125 for 2.
125. Okay,
Yeah.
plus a
Oh,
character
it could
model.
be 150.
Dude, that's basically $25 for
Could.
that new character. That would be
It could be 150.
a legit
It might be
buy.
like 160, like 180 or
If
something
it's
like
less
that.
than 200, I would say it's probably
yeah.
worth just grabbing on.
I
The
think it's less
basis.
than 200 because it's not good. That dude's not gonna be $75.
Yeah, yeah,
He's on a dragon.
yeah. On the other side, the Beetle guys are 65 and Kuronauts are 60. So that's 120 between the two of them. So same price
Okay.
as the. So basically, it's the same price as the dragons plus a big character.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be under. It's
Ooh.
gonna be under 200.
If it's under 200,
It's under 200.
yeah,
That's what I'm gonna guess.
I think snagging those would be worthwhile.
Yeah. Man, I don't need more dragons. I need more dragons. Whatever.
I don't need more dragons.
It's like a 5 model army.
That's what I'm saying, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
also that would be kind of fun to play. We could just for the next year, we could just do new AOS paint project. We each paint like what 4 models, call it an
I'll
army.
paint my freaking yeah. I paint my scheme. I was reorganizing my model room. I keep finding stuff that I didn't know I bought. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
like,
what happens.
I have Thankful.
Oh yeah, you have Thankful. Good job.
Yeah, I
good
have
job.
Thankful. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this guy.
I mean, I keep forgetting that I own an entire what's it called, Slanesh AOS army from last holiday box.
I got a bunch of Fort World models in boxes that
That's true.
yeah. I was like, what the hell? Stop buying stuff.
I mean, we say that a lot. We say that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, no. Or we could just buy another unpainted army and add it to the pile.
Another paint army.
That's
That's how
right.
it works, right?
That
how it
is pretty
works.
much how it works.
Listen, what was I was watching a documentary on the 24 hours of Lemons,
Oh, the
And-
jank version of it. Yeah.
Yeah. and how they're like, we created this because racing was for rich people. I was like, still kind of is.
Still kind of is.
Like it ain't cheap.
That is correct.
I understand, like, yeah, you're gonna only spend X. You only spend X amount of money on your car, but you still spend a lot on a shitty ass car
That is correct.
that you're gonna drive for 24 hours
And
like,
probably blow it up by the end of
yeah.
it.
I was watching this shit. And I was like, Jesus, like, that's still not like, yeah, you might have spent 500 or whatever on a car, but then to get it running, to get all the gear, because it's still a race. Like,
Yeah, it's still a race, so you still need all the
Yeah.
safety gear,
Yeah,
and
you
then
need all the
you
safety
need
gear.
the racing equipment.
Right.
Like a helmet, a suit, because it's a
Yeah.
proper race on a proper track.
and it is like multiple people because they switch out people. So
Yeah,
it's
you
like
need a
4 or
whole
5
team
people.
because
Yeah.
it's an
You need a whole
endurance
team.
race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, this is, I guess it's cheap, but
it's cheap
it's
for
not
racing.
$1 million or $1 billion, but
Right, it's not Formula One, but it's still a team. And
Yeah.
also, like, a lot of the people who are doing it are actual racers,
right.
so they have a lot of the equipment already. They're just getting a jank car.
There's a couple people who are just doing it like
casual amateur hour.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah,
But
but it was
still.
just like wow.
you
yeah.
can't race for cheap.
like,
There's no such thing as
Oh,
cheap
like,
racing.
Whoa! Them redneck people tell me you can just buy a car.
I'm
for like $500
mistaken. You're right.
bucks.
Deep South, you can race for cheap.
got that shit. Sell all the parts and race for free,
The-
basically.
The Deep South races for cheap. You are correct. That's the true spirit of like grassroots racing. Is
You don't gotta do anything to it. Just get a car that's decent.
you strip it
lighten
out,
That's it. Strip it out. That's it. You
and
don't
then you
wanna worry
sell
about it.
all the
You're gonna break
parts, right? You sell all the
Right.
parts, and then you
Why
basically
make
break
your
even.
car better when you're gonna break it? Like, don't make sense. They don't
That's
make
correct.
sense. Why are you gonna
That's
spend all
correct.
this money making your car better when you're just gonna break it?
Right. The what's better than adding aero parts to your car is just taking all the parts
Just
off,
taking all the parts off.
and having less weight. That's
Right? Less
that's
weight.
better than aero.
Certain point. There's a certain point where arrow kind of comes into play, but
Not
they're
not if you're on a
drag
dirt
racing.
track.
Right? You're on a dirt track.
If you're on a dirt track, that's not how it works in the leagues.
Right. It's not drag.
It's not. It's not. Oh
I
god.
understand. It's like sometimes I think collecting 40K is expensive, and then I watch like people who do work on cars, and I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Right.
Right.
There's other hobbies. I also watch RC people, and they're just like, "Oh, here's one of my cars," and then you look behind
yeah.
them is like 15 cars,
15
and I'm just like, I see. I see.
It's like I like watching the guy with the construction stuff. He's like, I spent $150,000 on this crane. Like,
Right.
is that a real crane?
Yeah.
Did you just buy a real
Yeah.
crane?
And then he takes it to his creek behind his house
Yeah.
and just like sits
Right.
there and starts digging up his creek with a tiny little RC crane. I'm just like,
Right.
what are you doing?
Like, you bought a real crane.
Yep. Yep.
You people are crazy. I don't understand.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, there's
hate
there's
Warhammer.
other hobbies. There's lots of other
Yeah.
hobbies that we could have made the mistake to get into.
It is a little ridiculous, but whatever.
Indeed. Indeed. All right. We're gonna call the video here. Thanks for checking this out. I'm just literally gonna turn this around right now and upload this straight to YouTube. No edits, no intro. It's how it be. It's how it be, people.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you all later with some more content coming up. So peace out, everybody.
Bye.